Hello, everyone. Welcome to Heart Center Tarot. As always, my name is Marina, and I will be your guide for this portion of the journey. Welcome to Golden Girls Coffee Klatch with my wonderful Golden Girls, Shari from Voices in the Swamp, also known as Blanche, Val from Dragonfly Crystals, also known as Rose, and Cleo from Cleo the Seer, also known as Dorothy. Hi, ladies.
Hey, hi.
Hey,
How is everyone?
we're fine.
You're
We're-
fine. You're fine. So, before we get started, I think the notices just went out, so we'll give folks a chance to come on in and say hi, and we'll take it from there. But in the meantime, what you got going on, Shari? What's happening on your channel?
And my internet's back on.
Yay!
We didn't lose power last night. The power was fine. The
Oh.
internet went off. And when,
Oh,
after the show was over and I went to go see what the hell's going on with the internet, they had turned us off because somebody hacked our system again to download copyright material games.
oh wow.
Interesting.
And I had to call on the phone and I said, number one, I said, there's only two people that have been on the computer tonight, myself and my brother. I said, I was on a live stream on YouTube. He's teaching a class for his high school math class. We weren't downloading any games. You know,
Yes.
as that
Yeah.
this has happened before. We changed all the passwords. We did everything y'all said to do, and it happened again. And so I had to go back in and I had to change all the passwords and everything.
Oh, jeez.
And then they cut it back on. And so we finally got internet back on, I don't know, around midnight, I think. And but it was just irritating as hell. It was like, you can't just send me a message and say, hey,
Yeah.
warning. You know, no,
Yeah,
you just
yeah.
want to cut it off, you know, just
Yeah.
And so because when I saw it was disconnected, I thought, well, what the hell? I paid my bill. What's going
Yes.
on now?
Oh wow.
So, but I know a lot of people have been messaging me about the hurricane. It's way east of us. It's over in Florida. Although we're probably going to start getting some of the outer bands because
Yes.
it's now Cat 4.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it has just like quadrupled in size. It has gotten
Wow.
so big. When
Is
I
it
saw the
anywhere
weather
close to
report earlier,
Mar-a-Lago?
the outer bands were starting to wrap around to hit us.
We're
So
close tomorrow.
Yes. That's all I want to
That's
know.
an important piece of information that
Yes.
you inquire.
Yeah.
what was your question?
I said, is it anywhere close to Mar-a-Lago?
Oh, good question. I'll have to pull out the map and look.
Yes.
I know Rose Blue messaged me this morning and said her parents got out. They were a little further north and they were in a hotel so they would be safe. But now, as big and as strong as that's gotten, I'm worried that
Yeah.
they go far enough, So, and I know she's worried about them. So,
Yeah.
y'all just keep people down in Florida. I know
Yeah.
Teacher Barbara's down there, and Lori Way of Positive Change is down there. And I mean,
Mhm.
we got a bunch of folks down in Florida, in Central and South Florida,
Yeah.
and it can get scary as hell when those storms come because there's
Absolutely.
nothing to protect you from that. I mean,
No.
you know it's coming. You can board up. You can get ready, but when it starts getting that strong, yeah, you just got to pack up and get the hell out of Dodge.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, I heard that
so-
what they're really concerned about is the storm surge, and they're saying
Mhm.
that the storm surge could very well be unsurvivable. So don't be a hero and say
Right.
no. I've been through worse, because you know what? Yeah, if you find yourself in
Power of
trouble, don't
water.
bother calling 911. Ain't no one there to take your call.
Power of water is a very
Exactly.
Yes.
amazing thing. You want to be sure to respect it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And how about what you got going on, Val?
For the next 18 days after tomorrow, I won't be here or anywhere on YouTube, really, unless I upload something, because I'll be on vacation. So
Yes.
till October 14th, so 18 days, and yeah. So
And tell everybody where you're going to be.
I'm gonna be in the UK vacating.
In the UK and Ireland, and
Scotland.
Oh, are you going to see the stones there?
Gonna see Stonehenge, Avonbury, Glastonbury tour. The whole ancient.
Yay!
Yeah, whole ancient ruins, sacred sites.
That would be so much fun.
Yeah,
I can't wait to hear how the energy of Stonehenge.
Oh, me too.
Yeah,
can't wait.
you're going to have to give a report when you get back.
I will, because that I've heard that it's amazing energy. So yeah, hopefully it won't be raining cats and dogs right at that moment. But
Yeah, really.
who knows?
Well, we're going to cross our fingers for you.
Yeah.
I saw an exciting meme earlier. Somebody had done up, and it's a picture of Kamala Harris and Justice Jackson Brown. I forget her first name.
Angie.
And
Yeah.
yeah, okay. And they said, just wait. When the first Black female president is sworn in by the first Black female Supreme Court justice on Lincoln's Bible on Martin Luther King Day, conservative heads will explode. I thought, wow, is that not like pure karma making a full circle all the way around? Black president, Black Supreme Court justice, Abraham's Lincoln's Bible on MLK Day. It's like, can you do it any better than that? I mean,
that's true.
Couldn't have planned it.
When the universe thumbs its nose, it does it right.
It does.
Absolutely. And how about you, Cleo? What you got going on?
I don't have a lot going on. I have kind of, like, for the month of September, been a little bit away from YouTube and just doing this a couple times a week. But tomorrow I have the Cool Crone Oracle with Colleen the Cool Crone, my sister.
Yes.
And then on next week, I don't have anything on Monday, which I usually do something on Monday, but not this time. I think Thursday is probably kitchen table issues.
Yes.
And then next Friday is polyterology. So, and I was going to do a show on my own this week. And then I'm thinking, well, maybe I'll do it next week. And then I'm thinking, well, maybe I'll just wait because things start moving so fast and so goofy. Right now, I'm just so irritated with the polls. The polls, I mean, I'll click on something and it'll go, oh, Kamala Harris is way ahead. Oh, no, Trump's way ahead. No, Trump's in Arizona, and
the polls cannot be trusted. The polls cannot be trusted, and there's so many people doing polls now that you are really going to have to see whose poll it is, what the sampling audience was from, and who that polling is for. Who is this person collecting data? It's not going 9 times out of 10. You can't trust it, and it's for a very special group, if you know my meaning.
Yes.
So it's not going to be accurate.
They're doing polls with like 1,000 people being questioned in one particular area that's say predominantly Republican.
Correct.
Well, of course you're going to get
and they have a landline.
Yes,
So,
correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Don't-
So this is all for a purpose,
yes.
to throw you off and make you feel the way you're feeling. So do not pay attention to polls. They are not accurate,
No.
please. Okay.
Absolutely.
But yeah,
No.
they do make you crazy. And then I'm thinking, what are you doing, Cleo? Stop it. You knew
Yes,
better. You're
exactly.
following your own advice.
You're,
You know,
you're,
you
this
people
would be
don't do that.
buying into the GOP machine, the MAGA machine. If you go into that, you're buying into that MAGA
Yes.
machine system that they created of the false narrative.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Mhm.
we don't
Yeah.
want to go down false narrative.
Kathleen Bourgeois. This is, yeah, haven't been polled since I told them I was a Democrat.
Do you know that I have no less than 25 times? I know these were polling places trying to get me, calling me, texting me. I absolutely hit. Do you know? You know, I block
Do
this
not
number,
disturb.
block this number, block this number, block this number.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I never let people
Excuse me.
hear me. And I bet I'm like a lot of people. So you will not hear me, but I will go down and vote for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. So
Yes.
I'm one of the many who will never be polled, telling you.
Yes.
Yeah, one of my students popped in to see me. She graduated last year. She's
Yeah.
back now for grad school. And she's just a lovely young lady, absolutely lovely. And so she comes to talk to me when she gets frustrated about something, and I'm her venting partner. And she was pissed off at a professor, so she come to bitch to me about it. And I'm like sitting there trying to calm her down, take a breath, it's okay. And my phone every few minutes would ring, and finally she's like, "Who keeps calling you so much?" I said, "That's pollsters wanting to know who I'm voting for."
Yes.
I said, "But in this area, they're not going to be very happy to hear me say I'm voting for Kamala Harris."
Yeah.
So I said, "I don't answer." I'm like,
Yeah.
if they block their name, I'm not answering the phone. So
I bet you $1 million they wouldn't use what you told them, even if you'd answer the
No.
phone. They will go
Right.
to the next person and click the box.
get there, yeah.
Yeah, they're going to vote for GOP. You know, the candidate. It isn't
But
going to be. There's so much skewing going on.
Yeah, but I have to admit, I have seen by far the least amount of Trump placards and stickers and yard signs that I mean, I didn't think it was possible, because the last two elections, you couldn't drive down any street down here.
Mhm.
Hell, you couldn't drive through downtown down here without seeing placards and stickers and signs and whatnot. Not this go round. Now, you don't see Harris Walz ones up.
You don't see those
because most of the
know better.
Democrats are afraid to put them up for fear of retaliation.
Yes, we know
Yes.
better than to put them
Because
up.
these people are nuts.
Yeah, and the
But
Trump signs, like I told you all earlier in a
Yeah.
different show, that the Trump signs in my neighborhood used to be like unbelievable. I mean, we talk about what I'm living in red land. I mean, what is this?
Yes.
But now you only see maybe one or two Trumpy signs, which is like, oh, okay, I can
That's
live with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're getting the message.
They're getting the message.
So welcome,
That's
welcome everyone. There's 102 of you in here. Thank you for joining us.
Wow.
Thank you for being
Yay.
here. Yes, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I've got all the ladies' info in the description of the video, so make sure that you go over to their channels and do the like, share, and subscribe. It's free, doesn't cost you anything. Okay, and what it does, it gets us in front of people who want to hear what we have to say. They just don't know where we're located, so you help them find us. So
That's it.
yes, tomorrow, two things happening tomorrow at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I'll be on crone readings with Cleo and Gerald, and I don't know who else. Val won't be there.
I won't be there because
Val will not be there.
Now,
I'm
Colleen
on
will be
tape.
there.
Yeah.
It's her
So
show.
yeah. she'll be somewhere else. She'll be having too much fun. So that's at 5. And then at 7, excuse me, Mountain Standard Time, I'll be having a little bit of a celebration on my channel. Because
That's where I'm supposed to be tomorrow night.
there you go.
I was sitting there going, wait, I know I got something tomorrow night. I had to come check out my book.
Yes. So I had about a week, 10 days ago, somewhere in there, I had said on the community tab that, listen, you know, as soon as I hit 3,500, I'm going to do a little show, and we'll do some readings and some giveaways, and we'll just generally have fun. Well, as of a little while ago, I'm at 3,903.
Wow.
And I just,
We're going to turn this into a 4,000 sub party tomorrow night. That's what it is.
yeah, absolutely. If all you good folks do what you're supposed to do. So anyway, I'm humbled. I'm beyond thrilled, and you know, grateful to each and every one of you, because I wouldn't be there if it wasn't for all you guys. And I know the girls feel the same way. You know, they all appreciate each and every one of you for doing what you do. So
Absolutely.
And I'm 125 away from hitting 3,000. So
Wow.
I'm like right there.
Cruising.
yeah, excellent.
I'm
All
getting
right.
there. Slowly but surely.
Yes.
And Saturday is the psychathon too.
Yes. Yes. So I still haven't received anything from Deborah in terms of links or whatnot. I'm sure that it's coming. She's just really, really busy. But
yeah,
we had so much fun at the first one that, yeah, this is part 2. It's going to be only 11 hours. Okay. Only 11 hours. And I know I'm on early in the show, and I'll be reading with Allie and Deborah Zuckow. So really looking forward to that. And
I'll be reading with Scott Scorpio, Sun Tarot, and Ramon Moon Scarab. So
very nice.
I'll be doing several segments with them, so that'll be fun.
Yeah.
And then helping Deborah in what other ways she wants me to help.
Anything else? Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And thank you very much, Maureen. That is very generous and very kind of you. Thank you. Thank you. So the reason that we are all here, shall we turn up the snark? And shall we take a look?
Of course. I mean, naturally.
Yes.
I have to have my outlet before I go on vacation anyway.
Exactly. And while we're doing this, any of you that are in the chat, if you happen to get news about the storm hitting Mar-a-Lago, I don't want it to hurt anybody else in Florida, but if it should take out Mar-a-Lago, could you please let me know? I just, yeah, put a smile on an old lady's face. So Kamala Harris had a meeting and a little bit of a press conference with Zelensky from the Ukraine. And she made it very, very clear that the support for Ukraine is unwavering. And I mean, yeah, good for her. It was a lovely little speech. And also, Zelensky was very grateful, thankful, talking about these things. What I liked about what Kamala had to say is, without ever mentioning anyone's name, she let it be known that, you know what, here we are trying to help Ukraine, because if Ukraine goes down, Europe goes down. This isn't just a Ukraine problem, right? Yeah. And how, yeah, Putin is trying
This
to
is a let's
negotiate
prevent
a
World War III problem.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, that's not going to work. And so yeah, just want to know what you ladies think about the Ukraine issue.
Well,
And carry on. I'll be right back.
further to that Donald Trump was going to visit Zelensky, and Zelensky acknowledged that. Isn't that, now I don't know if candidates can do this or not, but isn't that, there's a Logan Act that prohibits other presidents who are not in office, former presidents, from getting involved in politics and foreign affairs. Now, how does this not violate the Logan Act that Trump would meet with Zelensky?
And also, he's a felon, so I don't know that it would be a real good idea for him to be going to Ukraine. And also, for everybody that's interested in Donald Trump being president, he wants to take away all the aid and help to Ukraine and let Russia take it over. That's all he wants to do.
What I understand that Zelensky probably does not want to piss Trump off, which is why he's meeting with him. I assume, because otherwise, I'm just sorry. Why is Zelensky even meeting with him?
Right. Well, why is anybody even voting for Trump? I mean, that's the biggest question. But yeah, Lisinski will do what he has to do. But yeah,
Exactly.
Trump and the Ukraine and his whole thing on it is so backwards and wrong, and he keeps threatening all his people that we're going to go into World War III caused by Kamala Harris and Biden. I'm like, what in the hell are you talking about now?
He's Putin is his boyfriend. He doesn't want to do anything that's going to make his daddy mad. And so he's going to do everything that his daddy wants. Yeah, because he's got hero worship. His daddy is in Ukraine and wants to keep Ukraine. And so he's going to, of course, try to make that happen, no matter what he says to Zelensky. He's probably going to Zelensky to say, hey, why don't we just settle this? And, we'll give you one town. And then my daddy's going to come in and own the rest of it.
Exactly. Yeah, that's about the way it works with them.
Right?
Yeah, he keeps pushing for Putin, and he tells us all that he is good friend.
I think he's this deep negotiator, though, in his crack-filled, his mind, whatever.
You had it right the first time.
Purposes only, that, this is not the valid, this is not the truth. He's going to go in and say things that are going to be offensive and ridiculous. And I don't even know how Zelensky can stay in the same room with him, but
who knows? You're right about. Go ahead, Shari.
I pull the 9 of Wands, so that's like after the battle, but the war is not over.
Yeah.
So this is Zelensky. He's won most of the battles up to this point, and he knows it, but he's still got a wall of protection behind him. And he knows better than anyone that it's not just his country that's on the chopping block here. It's the entire European Union.
Yeah.
Because if Putin manages to take Ukraine down, what's going to stop Xi and Ding Dong and North Korea and whatnot from coming up from their positions and doing a
complete why NATO swap. Shari, that's why NATO backs
is so important. And the fact that Biden was able to go in and not just strengthen NATO, but grow it. He's had other countries come in that have never joined NATO, that they never would.
Yeah.
That finally took a good hard look around them and think, oh, wait a minute. This is knocking on our front door. We better do something about it.
Like
And then I got the
sweeping.
Three of
Queen
Wands.
falls,
Yeah,
Poland is
so-
next.
With
Yeah.
this card, with the Three of Wands, what you got there? You got Sophia looking through her glasses, right? So she knows what's coming and she's getting
Yeah.
prepared for it. And then here's Dorothy with her Six of Swords.
Oh,
You
Yeah.
know,
Moving
she's
to
coming to
calm.
the rescue. I mean, I know that's not what the Six of Swords means, but that's what I thought when I saw this picture. Was like, okay, she's coming for the rescue.
yeah.
That's Kamala and Tim rowing to Zelensky and saying, hey, we got your back, dude. Don't worry.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Shari, you've got Golden Girls.
I mean, I'm like loving those. Golden Girl cards.
Yeah, I got the Golden. This is my favorite card in the Golden Girls deck. This is
Oh my God.
Blanche,
Oh, Blanche
who's
with
the devil.
Oh, that's cute. That
I
is
got
nice.
it on Amazon, Etsy. I don't remember. But yeah, when I saw that, I was like, "Well, I have
Oh
to
my
have
God,
that deck.
that's so
Gotta have
cute.
it. Gotta have it.
Gotta have it."
Oh gosh,
So-
I love those.
As we learned earlier this week, the Haitian group has filed criminal charges against Trump and Vance over their racist claims.
Yay!
Mm.
Yes. And this was Gerline Joseph, who is the executive director of a national nonprofit, Haitian Bridge Alliance, filed charges in Clark County Municipal Court.
Yep.
I hope that whoever is overseeing this, and whether I'm not sure if I heard it or just imagined it, and believe me, anything is possible. But I thought that the judge was going to be where the charges were filed was going to be kind of expediting things.
Mm-hmm.
I think that this is a wonderful, fantastic idea. And good for them for standing up. And just want to point out that there are over 500,000 Haitians living in Florida. And Trump won Florida by 374,000.
Mm-hmm.
So
He ain't gonna
that-
win it now.
yeah, absolutely. So what do we see for how does this play out for Trump and Vance? And Vance has already said it was a law.
They're going to have to pay a lot of money. This is a special law that they made from a while back, and they followed they were, let's just say, the Haitian groups that went ahead and got together in this class action suit, whatever you want to call it, filed exactly. Someone helped them write it out as to the letter of the law. There is no way this is going to be successful. They are going to nail them, and they are going to be liable for that money that they will owe for what they've done, because they really created harm on so many levels. It's a hate crime. There's a whole bunch of litany of charges that fit in under this law. And it is a state law that only Ohio has.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow.
Wow. I think the universe designed it for this very timing. And by the way,
I love the look of Marina's face
just
when her
saying,
camera clicked back
on another
on.
subject, Trump, I don't know if you can see this, but Trump really is meeting with Zelensky. This was 3 hours ago. He says he's meeting on Friday with Zelensky tomorrow. So it really is a real thing. And that Hogarth
Maybe
is
Zelensky will bring handcuffs
right
with him
here.
and arrest him for
War
trying
crimes?
to overthrow for war crimes, for trying to overthrow his government.
Oh my God. Shari, we can only dream, right?
Yes, absolutely. Why not?
Sometimes my brain goes in really squirrely places. Well, I drew the Nine of Swords. So I think even though Trump and Vance don't want to admit it, I think they're a little worried about what this is going to bring up.
Yeah.
I know his lawyers are worried. Then
Oh,
I got the
yes.
Knight of Swords. We're charging full speed ahead, baby. Swords drawn. Look out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then I got the Ace of Cups.
Yeah.
So for the Haitians there, their cup runneth over.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I get a feeling that they're going to be able to win this big time. I don't know what the outcome is going to be, but
hmm
Yeah, because this
I-
was absolutely targeted and absolutely ridiculous from the moment it came
Yeah.
out of his mouth.
Yes.
That didn't make any sense.
and they just
But a
keep doubling down on it.
Yes. And they're putting a lot of people's lives in danger because, maybe, well, I didn't go out and kill anyone. No, maybe you didn't. But the fact that you put it out there encouraged someone who had a few, loose screws.
Many bomb threats, making it unsafe for children to go to school.
Yes.
Putting extra burden on the police. I mean, it's just amazing that these two can try to act like they brought it up to try to make Harris look bad. It's just so asinine. And again, I get back to who is voting for Trump? Why in the world would you want this kind of chaos to continue? But what he did in Ohio is just, it's just, God, it's so disgusting. And just,
JD Vance admitted on air with a CNN reporter live that he made the story up.
yeah, I know. It's just,
Yeah. I'll say anything to get the media to pay attention to what it is that we want.
It's going to cost him a lot of money.
I sure hope so.
Oh,
And
I hope
really,
it costs him
I-
jail
and
time.
he is
yeah.
he not the governor or whatever of Ohio? I hope that his people recall him.
Oh, the governor, the mayor, the representatives and stuff, within reason. And the governor and the mayor are both Republican, and they both came out and said, this is an out and out lie. These
Exactly.
people are here legally. They have been a boon to our communities and to our financial way of doing down here. They brought money in. They're doing jobs. They're just it's like they can't say enough good things about this, and they're like, I don't know where they got this crap from, but this is BS. War.
Yes,
you got it.
War. This is what's going to happen with the lawsuit. It is going to rip them apart. This is what's going to happen.
Yeah,
because they had the guts and audacity to do what they did, dastardly deeds. This is what's going to happen. They'll be in pieces.
Yep. And
they're going to dismantle them.
And I got the farmer. Boys, you're going to reap what you sow.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. There's no way around this one. This is a plain, solid law based on hate crimes. They really have it nailed. Yeah.
Yes.
Shari Freeberry is asking, why the hell is Trump meeting with Zelensky? I'm looking at it as Zelensky is kind of going to be a spy in that camp. He goes and meets, and he can come back when he comes out and go straight to Biden and say, this is what he's offering us. This is what he's threatening us.
Oh my God, I love you, Shari. I love you, Shari. You're right.
I love you too, Val.
I love your perspective. It's beautiful. Yes. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I have a devious mind at times.
Perfect.
Excellent.
Perfect. So, sticking with the GOP, Mark Robinson. Hands up. Who doesn't know who Mark Robinson is? Yeah, he's the guy that got on what was it, Porn Africa or some Africa site,
Yeah.
and was
running for governor of some state, right?
North Carolina, as a
Of
matter
North
of fact.
Carolina.
Yeah, running for governor of
He's a
North
black
Carolina.
Nazi.
Yes,
Black
calls
Nazi.
himself a black Nazi. He wants to bring back slavery.
Yeah.
So he
Um,
can own people.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, and of course, you know, before all this news came out, Trump backed him and said, "Oh my God, this guy is like Martin Luther King on steroids."
Oh my God.
I know that was just so irritating to hear him say
Oh
that.
my God. Do
And
not.
now he's just like back way up, and he's being very, very quiet about this guy. You know, I did hear. I know it was probably a false blurb on the internet that this guy was going to back down and he was going to drop out. But I don't
Mhm.
know. You know,
I
there's
don't
so
know.
much misinformation.
Yeah, I think that there's a lot of people that do want him out. I know the ballots have been printed. His name is on there, because I think he had until I think it was last Friday, if I'm not mistaken, that he could back out. And oh no, he's going to fight this because this is something awful on his character, and he never said those things, he never did those things, and blah blah blah. He's very anti-abortion, although his girlfriend did have an abortion, but that was different.
Yeah.
He's a sunk ship, no matter what. His
Good.
ship is sunk.
Yeah, I don't know that. Well, what do you guys think? What do you think, Cleo? Does he stand a chance of being elected governor of North Carolina?
It's highly, highly unlikely. I mean, I just heard what he said and how ridiculous it was and his connection to Trump, and I'm like, well, it figures. It figures that he's got a connection to Trump, and he's just coming up with these crazy things to say and denying every single bit of it. But it just seemed to me like there was more and more information that said, no, he did indeed do these things, say these things.
Yes.
And no, he is not a person that he needs to be governor about as much as Trump needs to be president. I mean,
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. More, yeah.
Well, I pulled all 3 reversals, which doesn't happen very often. Queen of Cups.
Mhm.
Queen of Cups reversed. So a lot of spilled tea going to go down with this one, but it is not going to go the way they think it's going to go. Followed by the 4 of Pentacles reversed. So it's going to break him even more because he's going to lose whatever money he's got.
Yep.
Ending with the King of Wands reversed. Yeah, a king no more. You done F that up. Yep, he's a ghost.
Mhm.
Go put your white sheet on, baby, and go march with your
shape or form, the sheet, kind of thing. Makes
well, and
perfect.
somebody in the chat section said he's going to help. Her name's Christine. He's going to help Kamala win North Carolina. I
Yeah.
hope.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Yes, thank you
Yeah.
for that. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
absolutely.
I
Yeah.
get the maze. He's in a maze, and he can't find his way out. There's been too many things that, too many people that he has pissed off. There's been too many things that he has said. That no, you can't walk this back. How do you defend yourself against IP addresses
Well,
that and who? Okay. Who makes a comment on a porn site?
Yeah, really.
somebody with no logical
Morals.
thinking skills. Somebody who can't predict an outcome of a future event, of an event that you do now. What is the future outcome of that?
Yes.
predict the future a little bit.
Yes.
Project
Yeah.
it out there. Let's see if I leave a comment here, this could surface. Hello.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And it can be traced back to me. And
It's just like being racist. You're a Black man. You have a community of Black folks who depend on you to stand up for them, but you're not. You're doing the opposite.
Mhm.
What is that about? Who's going to vote for him?
Exactly. Yeah. Who takes pizza to a pawn shop? How long are you going to be spending there? Like that you got to bring lunch and maybe, your supper and
And like, I would want you to hand me a piece of that pizza if you're in a
Yeah.
pawn shop.
Oh, no. Because was it the secret sauce, Shari?
Just wherever his hands might be. I don't want to touch on my
Yes.
food.
Yeah,
Hold on.
absolutely.
I mean, if he wants to go hang out in a porn shop, more power to you, baby. Whatever flips your switch.
Yeah.
But
Take
don't
a
come
cut for the
offering me
easy
pizza
bite
while
of
you're
it.
doing it,
It's
or
not
wanting to tell
emotion.
me how to live my life, or borrow any of P. Diddy's tainted baby oil that they said they found has additives to it. So, yeah, just gross
Brain,
all the way around.
Christine, brain bleach stat.
Absolutely.
That's hilarious.
The
Absolutely.
guy's got to eat. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my. So Judge Chutkin really, really set down the rules for Trump and his lawyers. Good for
Judge
her.
Chutkin, may we
Yeah.
applaud you.
Yeah.
And didn't we all know she was going to?
Yes, I
we
mean,
did.
that judge she's got it together.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I just totally love her.
No, she she allowed Jack Smith to file the longer than usual brief, and Trump's lawyers were arguing that, well, no, that's, you shouldn't allow that because, in Washington, the DOJ doesn't do that. She said, yeah, I don't work for the DOJ.
And also what Jack Smith was doing was being as precise as he could be about each detail, so that Trump's lawyers wouldn't have anything to argue about. Because what he's saying is Trump does not have presidential immunity in regards to whatever this huge document said. And so he covered all his bases. They're going to have a very hard time arguing it. And I'm just really looking forward to it. It just, the way this whole thing is going with all these trials for Trump, it's just, we know we're going to have to wait till after the election, and then, and when he doesn't get it, and the bottom falls out, and he's got this presidential immunity nonsense.
He's going to be
What a grand
by
Christmas
his
present
own
that's going to be
petard.
for all of us.
Hoisted by his own petard. I mean, he had them do this whole immunity thing because he owns SCOTUS in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
And so he's going to have it's going to have the opposite effect, because now he's going to be hoisted by his own petard. What that means in mountain climbing is you nail that thing in and you put your rope on it and you go to the next one, nail that in. And it is really going to hang his sorry butt, because the other side of what they didn't say when they made their immunity thing, it's going to hang him, because they couldn't put everything in the immunity thing, because personal things aren't in the immunity thing.
Yep. And I think that
levels, the personal things, the shadowy, gray, black, they don't know, and the actual presidential jobs that they think are immune.
And it really gave Chutkin something to work with. I mean, it gave, because otherwise she would have had to come up with this. But now that Jack Smith has submitted it, she's got something to work with. And I mean, you know, the Supreme Court to lay all this stuff on her, to let her make a decision was
Yes,
just
because they're cowards.
feel like a setup,
Yes.
you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
no matter what
and-
you said, they could come back and say, "Oh no, 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 no!" Now they've got a few more players working in there, and it's just looking better and better. And
Yay.
yeah,
And I think she did say that, you know what, yeah, this makes it a lot easier because SCOTUS gave her the parameters with which to work. And
Yep.
thank you very much, SCOTUS.
And there's no way that they can take those things that aren't
No.
presidential and turn them into presidential.
right, right.
So there again, hoisted by his own petard.
Exactly.
I love it.
Exactly. Yeah. And I think she was Trump's team was saying something about, well, you know, you're trying to rush this through or whatever. And she said, this has been going on for a year and a half. Like, you know, you asked for delays because you didn't want us to go, you know, too fast and or too slow. And now you're saying we're going too fast and whatnot. And then she kind of said, you know what? That's simply how litigation works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, I would love to buy that woman a drink or a coffee, whatever.
Oh my God. Oh,
Yeah.
I
Keep
think
doing what you're doing.
we're all going to be over the moon about how everything's going to turn out, because
Yes.
There you go.
some people are going to have a broken heart,
Oh,
but it won't be the Dems.
no. No. We'll see.
You know what I keep picturing in my head to manifest is that on election night, as results are coming in and they start calling states, every single state goes to Harris. Not one vote, electoral vote goes to Trump.
Yeah.
It's like, now deny that, asshole.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Everybody voted for the other woman, you know. So.
Yeah. Yeah, the black woman, don't
The
forget.
black woman, exactly. Yes.
Yeah. That is just, he just can't understand that. I was watching, and I can't remember what her name was, but yeah, she was interviewing Mary Trump. And Mary Trump said he really is losing it. Like, you know, she said, there is no part of him that can think of defeat because, you know, the one thing that you never are in the Trump family is a loser. You can't be a loser, you know. And she said, especially, when he was talking about the, you know, during the debate, you know, the people that were clapping and cheering and whatnot. And she said, that party was happening in his head.
Yeah.
Because there were no people at the debate. But first they were clapping and cheering. And then, you should have heard the people, the screaming. They went crazy when, you know, he was fact checked. But
it's all up here in the little gray matter where he lives in the far beyond. There's a lot of stuff happening in there. And it's very rarely here in the present moment, but it's way.
Well, you know, they're also trying to question now Harris's cognitive abilities or whatever. And I'm like, what are you talking about? You know, I mean, things that Trump has a real tough time in the cognitive area. So they're trying to throw it back on her. She's what, like 30 years younger or something? I don't know. She's a lot younger than he is. And and then why aren't we talking about that anymore?
She's got more smart. She's got more brains in her big toe than he's had his entire life.
And Amanda Carroll is saying Dr. Bandy Lee, she's a psychiatrist.
Yeah,
she's awesome.
She's awesome. She's confirmed his psychosis, his many mental illness.
Yes. Yeah.
This is what he had.
Coffee, dog, flower, woman, 2 weeks.
I mean, and he has dementia or Alzheimer's. You know, there's no doubt about that. So,
Yeah, he gets it from both sides of his family,
yes, he
from
does.
his father and his mother.
Yes, he does. Yes.
So,
Yeah. So
you know, this is when you kind of wish that someone could explain to him the concept of karma,
mhm.
you know,
Yeah.
but he wouldn't understand it. He wouldn't
Chris
understand
Queen says, I think there's serious shrinkage in Trump's little gray cells. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
It's not just shrinkage, it's death. You know, when they shrivel up and they don't work anymore.
Yes.
They atrophy.
Yeah. The connections are lost and you can't get them back.
Yeah.
Now, before we came on,
Yeah.
I was reading that Trump's lawyers and Trump's lawyers were in front of the appeals board regarding his 500 million or whatever fine imposed by what's his name? Was it Kaplan?
The thing in New York?
Yeah.
There's been so many. I can't believe I can't think of
I
it.
know.
I can't think of his
I'll
name.
just
I'm
go
gonna
to
go
mine.
Judge Marchand.
Yeah.
Judge
Yes.
Marchand.
Marshawn.
Was it? No, not Marchand.
You're talking about the district attorneys and everything that went on in New York.
This is
About the properties, right?
yes, about the properties.
They're trying to get that, Trump's team's trying to get that thrown out.
Yes.
Not going to work. Not going to
Yeah.
happen.
That's Letitia James, and I don't know who the actual judge was,
Yeah.
but he was the
I
prosecutor.
think Kaplan.
You might be
That
right
sounds
about
right.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds right for that. Yeah.
Anyway, the after the questioning, no, Engeron. Thank you.
Engeron.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you,
what I thought.
Engeron.
Thank you.
Amber. You're right.
Thank you, Amber.
Engeron.
Anyway,
That's
the questions that were being asked of Trump's lawyers and the state's lawyers and so on, the article wanted to suggest that the New York Appeals Court may be open to possibly lowering the amount of the judgment.
Didn't they already lower it though?
Yeah, for him to bring up enough money, and they didn't actually physically lower it, but they said instead of having to come up with half or something, they let him come up with a little bit less.
Yeah,
I still don't know if he ever put that money down.
He did. He was able to raise 175 million so that he could appeal, rather than the 400 and whatever million that the original judgment was. So
he had that night insurance company.
Yes, remember?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you guys, I may have to sit down and actually see if I can't put on a calendar, what dates it has to be in court and for what case, because there are
so many. You can't. One person can't.
I can't keep them straight anymore.
Exactly. Yeah, the judges and the district attorneys and everybody else.
You're going to need a whole system to take care of those.
Yes. Yeah. So I thought that we can maybe check and see if do you think that the New York Appeals Court might lower that fine from that? I think it was 400 and something.
I don't see it.
Here's the poop he stepped in, and he's going to keep the poop on his shoe. So he's going to have to do something. He's going to have to pay up.
Mhm.
That's what I mean.
Says it all.
Yes, that's it. Thank you. The poop
Says it all.
stepped in.
I'm getting a really
Poop
big
stinks
just
and it's
circle
on its
here.
own.
Sorry, Shari.
It was just circling, which is telling me that that's not clear yet.
Okay.
So,
The poop
Well,
is
it
clear.
might not be clear yet because it
Yes,
depends
Russell.
on what they bring up. If they can prove something somewhere, I don't know. And
You
the
know,
fact
here-
is, that's what they came
Yeah.
up with.
hangman.
There you go. I keep getting the hangman too here, Shari. But poop on
Yeah.
his shoe. Yeah. Where's
Yeah.
your true north? And here's your sunken ship. I mean,
Justice.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
there is justice that's going to happen. He's going
The
down.
6 of Swords again.
Yes.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
energy
I
is
don't
there for
know.
it. It just doesn't show how it's going to show up.
Yeah.
How that justice will show up. We don't know.
The big argument that Trump's team is relying on is kind of one of those, hey, nobody got hurt, right?
Yeah, exactly. Right.
He got loans at favorable prices, but he paid them off. There's no victim
Yes.
that's involved. Well, that's not strictly true because
American people are his victim.
yes,
Over the taxes
exactly.
he didn't pay. Over the taxes
Exactly.
he didn't. The people of New York are suffering because they didn't have the money in their coffers too. For all the
Exactly.
businesses that he owed money, for this and that and the other thing.
Well,
And-
they're also using the banks because the bank said the same thing. The bank
Yeah.
said, he did pay it off and, it was no harm, no foul. And I'm thinking, that's not the point. That's not the point. If anybody else, if you or I went out and bought a car and lied on our credit
We'd
application,
be in prison.
got caught, you're in big trouble.
Yeah.
So
It's called fraud. Yeah,
Yes.
whether
Yeah.
I'm starting to lose my words. The ability to speak is starting to believe me.
It can happen when you start getting.
I don't really feel that they're going to lower the amount, but some little argument could come up. But even if they lower it a little bit, when they're talking 450 million, the problem is all this time that money is collecting interest. So ever since that verdict was made,
Yeah.
the interest is piling on, and it's just astronomical.
Yep.
So
There is no reason why a billion or millionaire should have that lowered. It's not. Do not lower it. No. We would not have ours lowered.
they might make it so that it's still the 450 million, but maybe they will take off some of the interest or something. But as far as why? Because because he's got lawyers that he's spending millions and millions of dollars.
It's not New York's responsibility, nor the IRS's responsibility that he got himself in this fix and he has to pay the piper. We don't have to worry about how he pays the piper or how hard it is on him. It's not our responsibility.
Cry me a river.
Cry me a river.
River.
You lied. That's what you did. You lied. And I think if anyone was to look at any mortgage document, any loan document, there are provisions in there for fraud. And what he did was fraud.
Yes.
So, I don't know that they would.
And he didn't just do it to one bank or one person.
No.
He was going to Bank A and lying and defrauding them and borrowing
he manipulated
$1,000 and then turn around and went to Bank B.
He would
and
switch
claimed,
it
well,
up
I don't
and
have the
switch
money to pay you
prices
back, but
depending on what he
if
wanted
you
to do.
reloan me,
Yeah.
then I can, I mean, he was pitting one bank against
Yeah.
the other.
And
Of-
here's how he's going to be.
You know, crocodile
Cry,
tears.
crocodile tears. Oh no. Cry me
Well,
a
you know, and somebody said here, wasn't it lowered already? No, the
Yes.
amount was not lowered.
Okay.
What was lowered was the amount that he had to put up front in order to do the appeal. That
Okay.
was lowered, but that did not change the amount that he was fined, nor did it dismiss all the interest on those fines. So no, the way it stands right now, he's pretty much stuck with it.
I
And that,
would
Hi,
say
Michelle.
that they are not they're I mean, didn't he already appeal the amount? Wasn't that an appeal? Appealing the amount?
Well, what he was appealing is that he wanted all of it thrown out.
Yeah, that's
So
what
it didn't get okay. The appeal stands. The appeal is what I mean. The appeal stands. The judgment stands, and the whatever he has to pay stands.
Right.
Period. It's already done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Period.
because one of the things when it comes to, why do we give people prison sentences and why do we use that kind of punishment? That it's not only to punish the perpetrator, but it's also to send a message to other like-minded people not to do that.
Yeah.
So, again, going back to there was no victim and so on and so forth. No, you lied. There, who knows how many people were victims that just haven't come forward because, based on what you did, they might have lost something or whatnot. So
Yeah.
I don't buy that argument at all.
And the
I agree.
nonsense he has tried to run his reputation on all these decades, that he started with nothing and worked his way up and blah, blah, blah. It's like, dude, you had $400 million in the bank in your name when you were 1 year old. Don't give me that shit. I don't want to hear that.
Mm-mm.
You've had a silver spoon shoved up your ass all your life. I don't want to hear it,
Yeah. And
Or for
Who
him, I'd have to say an
bankrupts a
18 karat
casino?
gold one.
Yeah, really. Who bankrupts a casino? Yeah,
Not
mean,
just one, but what,
that is
4?
very talented.
yeah. Yeah, that is So yeah, I'm kind of totally done with him. I can't wait until all these cases are going to come down on him like dominoes. And as soon as that first one goes against him and he's held accountable, the other ones are just going to fall right behind.
That's very true. It's just going to take one, and it's going to be a domino effect after
Yes,
that.
absolutely. So
And it's like it can't happen fast enough.
I know.
Let's do it. Get on the stick.
I know. It
But
will
he
happen
wants to
when
he wants to take everything to the Supreme Court because he's got buddies on the Supreme Court that can kind of help him. And
well,
maybe
the
he
Supreme
can't do
Court
it
better.
with this because this is state. The Supreme Court has nothing to do with what the state is doing. So talk to your buddies.
that's why he's trying to make it federal. He's trying.
Yes.
It's just ridiculous.
Exactly. But the thing of it is that in real short order here, the Supreme Court is not going to be his friend anymore because all of his buddies are going to be out. And they're either going to be out in handcuffs or they're going to be volunteering to leave.
Yes.
But, they're going to be out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're here to witness it.
Yes.
That's
we are.
I know. Isn't that the best part about it?
Yes. That
We
here
get to see this sleazeball of a man get just everything taken away from him.
And okay, I can understand where we're supposed to be enlightened and yet kind of taking pleasure in the little bit of
that. Pardon my language
and whatnot. But this is like we're like witnessing justice. We have all been so emotionally abused for the last 9-10 years.
Yeah.
We're all suffering from PTSD.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. So now it's okay. It's his
The
turn
Hierophant
to suffer a little. Yes.
tradition is getting ready to start taking a hold.
Yes.
Followed by the Queen of Swords. Honey, she is coming for his ass, and she's not
Oh.
taking names.
She's not taking. She's taking.
Yeah, she's not taking nothing.
names
She's
and
coming.
numbers.
Followed by the Queen of Pentacles. She's gonna get all the money. So
Uh-huh. Yes.
we got the Queen of
Oh,
Swords
yeah.
coming to lock his ass up, and the Queen of Pentacles coming to get his cash. So
Yeah. Bye
Yeah.
bye.
and the Hierophant sitting back and going, "Well, that's just the way we do it now. That's our tradition."
Yes.
Yeah.
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 And just before I let you all go, Michelle at Astrological Tarot says, yeah, narcissists play both victim and victor to manipulate perceptions, deflect responsibility, and maintain control. Playing
And they're
victim
quite good at it.
sympathy. Oh my God, I took a bullet for the country.
Oh.
Yeah, being the
You put a
victor
cortex
boosts their
on your ear.
ego. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's
Wow.
that's what he's doing, and the audience that he is preaching to is getting smaller and smaller and smaller.
Yes.
So, now just one last question before I let you go. If Trump and Vance are indeed arrested on these
Please.
charges, okay, is JD Vance is his mugshot going to show the mascara running or the eyeliner? Like,
oh man.
Oh wow, that just made my night. Thank you for that vision.
All I
to
can
put in
see
my
is
brain.
Captain Jack from Pirates
Yes.
of the Caribbean.
yes, yeah,
But see, Johnny Depp can pull it off, and it's cool.
Yeah.
JD Vance can't.
No, not so much. Not so
No.
much.
exactly.
One thing I think
Exactly.
I think it is a tattoo, so he doesn't have to worry about it running.
Oh gosh, that's even
Maybe.
more unbelievable.
yes,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Well,
Six
ladies,
of Wands reversed.
Oh, man.
The Chariot reversed.
Oh.
going.
10 of Cups reversed.
Oh.
Bye.
Ow.
Yeah, bye-bye is right.
Bye.
Bye-bye in a hurry.
Wow.
Can you say no, Bubba? I'll be your friend. Okay.
Yeah, he's going to
Isn't that
learn
a
what
bar
it
of
is
soap
to
on
be
the
Big
floor?
Bubba's bitch for the week.
You better pick that bar of soap up.
I was
Yes.
going to say, don't drop the soap.
Bye-bye.
Well, ladies, it has been a pleasure as always. And we'll be doing this again in 2 weeks' time. And I will tell you 2 weeks
Is it my
time.
turn?
I think was supposed to be after me is
It's me.
It's
On the
Shari.
10th. It's me.
Perfect.
On the 10th and Cleo on the 24th.
Excellent. I'm going to write that on my calendar right now. Shari Cleo. Yay! Wonderful. So thank you, ladies, for being here. Thank you, everyone, for being here with us and for spending part of your evening here. Appreciate it very much. Don't forget
Letting us
to
have
like,
fun.
share, subscribe, and check down in the description of the video. You'll find all the links to the ladies' channels. And
Come back tomorrow night for Marina's party. It's going to
yes,
be great.
please.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Sorry.
All right, everyone. Take care and have a great night. Bye-bye.